when somebody sins, how do we, the series is called Touch, how do we touch them? How do we deal with somebody who sins and we know the sin is wrong, but we still have to deal with this person, and how do we handle it? And I want to give some suggestions this morning as to how we can deal with that. But before we deal with that, I want us to go to the Bible and look at the fact that sometimes people who are close to Jesus also sin in the Bible. Let's start with the big fish. The big fish is Peter. I call it the big fish because he's a fisherman. Luke chapter 22, verses 54 to 62, having arrested him, they led him and brought him into the high priest's house. But Peter followed at a distance. So this is after Peter, the loudmouth disciple, says, Jesus, I will be with you forever. I'm never going to deny you. I am going to fight for you. And Jesus said, it's okay. Before the rooster crows, you're going to deny me 3 times. And so here Peter, who has been walking with Jesus for 3 years, now when they had kindled a fire in the midst of the courtyard and sat down together, Peter sat among them. And a certain servant girl, seeing him as he sat by the fire, looked intently at him and said, this man also was with him. But he denied him, saying, woman, I do not know him. And after a while, another saw him and said, you also are one of them. But Peter said, man, I'm not. Then after about an hour had passed, another confidently affirmed, saying, surely this fellow was also with him, for he's a Galilean. But Peter said, man, I do not know what you are saying. Immediately, while he was still speaking, the rooster crowed. And the Lord turned and looked at Peter. Then Peter remembered the word of the Lord, how he had said to him, before the rooster crows, you will deny me 3 times. So Peter went out and wept bitterly.